Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the latest and newest episode of the TV show. I am your host, Wyatt Street, as always, and as you can see, I've got a new guest, as always.
Kind of hard to follow Thomas Marshall.
Kind of hard to follow Thomas, but I think you're up to the task. So please give a warm welcome to our second ever guest on the TV show, Mr. Bradley Kendall.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
It's a pleasure. Absolutely.
Yeah. So since it's the Tigervision show, let's start asking about your time in Tigervision. So how exactly was it that you got your start here in Tigervision?
Tigervision's awesome, man. So my roommate, Jay Smith, came to me, about a year and a half ago and was like, hey, we bicker about college football about every day. We should let people listen to it. I think people would enjoy that. So I was approached by Freddie Pope, the one and only Freddie Pope. And shout out to the man, the myth, the legend. And he said, yeah, we got a spot open available for a college football show. Would you guys like to have it? And I know Evan McDowell was a little bitter that I took that spot ahead of him. No offense, Evan, but
come first serve with the shows.
I think it's happened. He's on now, so we worked him in there. But
got him in the Bear.
Yeah, the Bear is on. We started doing some football shows, and then I was approached by this man over here for a little a baseball show to fill some big shoes, Mr. Josh Strickland on the rundown. But it's been a wonderful experience. I've loved every minute I've been here. It's a second home. And I knew that wouldn't last very long.
So
knew it wouldn't last very long.
I had a pin stacked on the microphone just for funsies, but it finally happened. So anyway,
we're being told to move our mics for better sound quality.
Hey, it
Thank you, Scout.
The pin lasted a lot longer up here than I thought it would, so I'll take it.
You have to keep a running total each week and how long it stays for. Yeah.
Yeah.
See which guess the pen likes better.
Yeah. So far you're in the lead 'cause you're the one by default. But yeah, so AFR I would say probably one of the premier Tigervision shows right now.
We like to think so. If you
I
go based on Instagram followers.
So,
we're coming for you, Emily and Amy, on the Tigervision one.
I will say y'all have done a great job with your social media accounts. It was the inspiration for me making the Rundown account, which I haven't done a great job with.
We are followed by Jose Bautista, and that's all that matters, right?
That is true. That is true. The Rundown Twitter account is followed by the real, verified Jose Bautista, right fielder for the Toronto Blue Jays. That is the crowning achievement of the show.
Joey Bats, baby. Joey Bats.
So, Jose Bautista, if you're watching, thank you. We appreciate the support and the love from up north. But yeah, after further review, great show. Y'all are doing well. So the decision to add Evan, how did that play?
Hey, you want me to be honest? Well, Evan was coming after us the entire time. He really, really wanted to be on. He would still, I know he would use the little what do you call it, teleprompter, to send in some opinions of his own. So we were like, well, the teleprompter can't speak, so we should actually get a voice behind it. And I know we worked with the Tigertown Countdown people. We got him on as the Bear, and we were like, you know what? Colin Cowherd's got someone behind the camera. We need to get someone behind our camera too. Kind of get a little different flavor of the show, get like a different camera look, all that kind of stuff. So
kind of like a Dan Patrick show.
Yeah, like a Dan Patrick show, exactly. So I think it's worked out well. We've liked having everyone be able to be seen behind the camera and get everyone kind of involved. So he's been good. I think he provides like a third voice that a much needed break for me and Jay after going at each other's throats for an hour. So
it certainly is an interesting point of view, and it's Evan, fun guy.
Yeah,
always.
He's the mediator of our show. Yeah,
I would bargain that it was a very good decision on y'all's part to bring him in.
I like to think so.
So I think it's worked out for the best. And as you mentioned, the Rundown.
Yeah, we got 4 people now.
Yeah, we've you joined the Rundown as a filler for Josh because he with football and everything he wasn't going to be able to do much last semester, and I honestly didn't know that you were really all that into baseball.
Yeah.
Until someone told me about it.
So you saw me swinging a bat back in the war room back there?
Until it was brought to my attention. So I'm really glad that I got you on because because I didn't always know I was going to get Jonah on.
Yeah,
so
Jonah's been a great addition too,
really,
absolutely.
Yeah, totally. And you really helped us have a show last semester because at first I was thinking, oh God, I'm not going to have Josh. How am I going to do a show? Because I can't do it by myself.
Hey, you can only talk about the Reds and Cardinals for so long. Right? You got to have another NL Central team in there for you.
Yeah, exactly. So, but honestly, I think you've been a great addition to the show. You've really brought a lot of different insight and points of view to it. So that's been a great and I honestly thought you were just going to be temporary at first. I didn't realize you were going to stick around the whole time. But
I guess I passed the test.
You passed the test. You passed the test. I'm happy about that. So, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're killing it out there.
Thanks, man.
And, we did our first rundown of the semester and last night. That was fun. 4 people for the first time ever.
I think it went okay. We'll get there.
We got to work out the kinks with it. You know, we're still not used to it. We're still not used to having that many people on.
Hey, we got so many predictions wrong on free agency last year, so maybe adding one more person is good. We can actually get like some correct answers in there.
The odds of us being correct accidentally have now increased. So,
Josh, the pressure's on you, man.
Yeah. Jesus. But speaking of sports, you ever play any sports?
I play, yeah. So going back to baseball, I like to work on my swing for the last 14 years.
Yeah.
I've been doing playing baseball, so I don't know if it's translated to a lot of good swings in the war room. But yeah, I played baseball pretty much my entire life. My dad was a huge basketball player, so I played that for a while. Didn't get to football. My mom actually thought I was going to be a soccer player for my entire life.
Really?
And that was the one sport I don't think I ever tried. So
why not?
I was a lot better with my hands than I was with my feet.
Fair enough.
I learned that very quickly.
Fair enough.
But I played baseball up until high school. I asked about our club team here in Clemson. We were ranked 3rd in the country, so I was like, I am not that good. I'm not going to throw myself into that fire. So didn't even try that. But we still need to get to Bowman, go out and throw the baseball for a little bit.
And not forget your glove.
And not forget my glove this time. Yeah, exactly. If I was a right-handed, we got 2 gloves, sitting here in Tigervision.
I mean, heck, I got my first baseman mitt back in my apartment. You can take that, and I'll take the other one, or vice versa, whatever.
There you go. I like to think I'm okay with my right hand too, so maybe I can switch it up a little bit.
Whatever works. But I played baseball up until high school too, and never really any good. I was a bench warmer.
Yep, I can share with that.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
I didn't play much, but I loved every second of it. And
hey, someone's got to cheer on the team, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I knew high school was going to be the end for me, but that's why I'm happy I'm able to work with the baseball team here.
Yeah,
at the baseball
awesome
games.
What you're doing, working the scoreboard and all that.
I still miss being out there though.
Oh yeah, you always miss it. Yeah, especially seeing come around spring training time. Getting up and going again. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's the best sport in the world. Ain't no doubt about it.
I think a lot of people here would disagree with us, but I think we can definitely.
It's okay to be wrong.
This is our show, so we can say what we want, right?
Exactly. I mean, look, you got 2 baseball guys up here. What can you say?
Yeah.
But let's bring it back around to back to Tigervision for a second. Tiger Town Countdown. Going back to the whole after the review college football and all that. What was your favorite part of doing Tiger Town Countdown?
Probably going back to the baseball thing, having Monty Leon. That was awesome because me and Sophia got to go to the field and actually talk to him for a little bit and meet with him before he had practice and all that, see a couple of the players. So that was really cool. I liked having a special actual celebrity star on there. The Tiger was great, but actually having one of the coaches by
someone who could actually speak and make a pick.
Yeah, exactly. And then we threw a tiger head on him for God's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a fantastic experience.
It was really cool.
I know being able to wear sweatpants, that was absolutely one of my favorite things.
Yeah. This man's attire for TTCD was amazing.
I was so comfortable the entire show. It was great. And it got real cold for some of those shows.
Oh, yeah.
That went a long way.
That last show, the 3rd show, was
bitter.
freezing.
Yeah.
I was not prepared for how cold that was, so if you watch the footage, I'm there like shaking. And I've learned my lesson. Next time I'm wearing gloves.
Yeah, absolutely.
And wearing more layers.
And more Bo-Berry biscuits. That'll go a long way too, because those
shout out to Evan for the Bojangles run before that one.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. That second show though, that one was wild because that was the one we did without Thomas. And we had so many problems with it because the alarms, they didn't cut the alarms off. Remember that?
In Stadium Suites, yeah. We had a little mix up there.
So, I mean, I was legitimately concerned we wouldn't be able to do a show that morning after all of that work because of the alarms.
But if Thomas is behind it, it's going to get done.
Yeah.
It was absolutely going to
Shout out to Lydia, though, for finding the window to put the cords through where we could get around the alarms.
And climbing through it, too.
Yeah. That was clutch.
And not getting caught, because I know there were people down there that were, surveying everything we were doing.
Yeah. But hey, it worked out. Honestly, I'd have to agree. Monty Lee was great. I love the 3rd show though, doing all those picks because that was my one show on the panel, and that was just a fun experience.
It was cool to have a lot of different
and finally
voices,
getting
too.
Thomas on too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because this was his brainchild, and to finally get him on his own show, to finally get him on the show that he created and worked so hard to bring about, that was really cool for me and to be a part of that. So those are some fun memories.
And having the helmets on there too. Yeah. I love being able to use those.
I got to say, I love the football helmets that y'all have on AFR.
Oh yeah.
Inspiration. Spoiler alert. I had a bunch of mini baseball helmets at home. Anyway.
We need to get those on the rundown.
Yeah, seeing them bring those helmets on AFR really inspired me to bring those helmets back. So look for the little mini batting helmets on the rundown in the future.
And if anybody can find a Mississippi State helmet, I am missing that one. I don't know where it is.
Really?
It's not too tragic. I'm okay missing out on one of the SEC teams, so that's okay.
I doubt you'll need Mississippi State all that much.
Probably
right
won't
now.
need him anytime soon. Yep.
You know.
So if anyone sees that Hendricks, looking.
Yeah. If lost, please
go.
return.
Yes, exactly.
So Bradley, where are you from?
I am from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte.
Born and raised?
Actually in Charlotte.
I was actually from Charlotte, yes.
Yeah.
I wish I could say I was a little bit south of Charlotte because I'm about a mile away from the South Carolina border, and I just love paying the out-of-state tuition, man.
Yeah, that's
it's
always
great
fun.
Giving so much money to the school. It's great, yeah. And being stolen for textbooks and all that. I mean, it's great.
Exactly.
But, yeah, I love where I was from. Charlotte was a great city. I had about 7 or 8 people come with me down here to Clemson. So I've never lived in any other house but the one I was born in. So, but I've loved living there, and enjoy going back there and seeing the fam every break. So it's a good city.
Now I know you're a big Duke fan.
Huge Duke fan.
To the chagrin of a lot of people
back
here.
to the born and raised thing. Yep.
But what was it that brought you here?
I was ACC. ACC was in my blood. I mean, I've cheered on the ACC
same.
my entire life. The debate was between Clemson and Georgia, and in the end, I just wanted to stick with what I knew. And I've been down to Clemson a couple times before. I've always seen them on TV before. So that was cool, being able to go to a school not quite like Duke, but close enough to where I'll see them every now and then. So I've loved it, but I will always be a Dookie at heart. I hate to say it, but when they come to town, I will be happy regardless. But deep down, I'll be
kind of like when Zion made his commitment.
I was pretty good with it.
A little bittersweet for you there.
A little bit bittersweet.
Yeah, I got you. And what is your major?
I'm a financial management major.
I
started as management.
Yeah.
I was gonna do sports comm actually, but decided to go into business. But I've loved finance. It's not the most enjoyable and exciting major.
Yeah.
But hopefully learning about money can make you some money one day. That's what I like to tell myself.
True.
So we'll see how far that takes me.
And speaking of money, Mr. Tigervision treasurer over here, what exactly is it you do as treasurer?
I think if you ask the majority of people, not much. But what am I supposed to be doing and what Josh tells me to do is to balance a little bit of the budget. And, I work with him on seeing if we, have enough money for the rest of the semester and seeing what we can spend it on. So breaking down what kind of equipment we buy, all that kind of stuff. So it's not the most strenuous of jobs, but it's important.
It's necessary. Which, to my knowledge, I think you're technically the first Tigervision treasurer. Because we didn't have one before you. You were kind of giving it out of necessity.
Someone had to fill the role, and I was the only finance major in the club.
We needed a treasurer. Bradley didn't have anything that he was doing, so we were like, let's give it to Bradley.
It puts me on senior staff, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, exactly. You're in the fray, man. You're doing great. So do you have any other hobbies or interests that we haven't talked about yet?
I'm here a lot, so this takes up a lot of my time, and I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. I go to FCA during the week. I actually lead a small group on Wednesdays. Been doing that. Let's see, what else do I do? Outside of Tigervision and doing all that, not really much. I hang back to the apartment, hang out with the boys, watch a lot of The Office.
Great show.
Been watching a lot of that lately, and I study, of course, in my free time. That takes up a lot of my time too. I'm always in Cooper Library. If you ask anybody, they wouldn't tell you that.
Hey, there's no one on this screen right now that can debate you.
Tell me otherwise.
Right
Exactly.
that can disagree.
It'll be a little different.
So as far as the viewers are concerned, you're always in Cooper when you're not in Hendricks.
Absolutely. If my mom's watching, she likes to hear that. Yep.
Exactly. Well, Bradley, you want to play a game?
I would love to play a game.
Let's
I
play
heard
a
there's
game.
candy involved, so I'm really hungry.
Maybe not. So now it's time to play a little game that I like to call real or fake. The hand motions are because I'm going to put in a thing in post. Yeah. So it'll kind of go. Yeah. But this is a game I like to call real or fake.
Okay.
So basically the way it'll work is I'll just state something. They'll usually, when we play this, there'll be like an overarching topic or whatever. So I'll say something, and you have to decide whether the thing is real or if it's fake. So since we're both real big sports guys, on sports shows and everything, we're each on 2 different sports shows. So what we'll do is sports team names.
Oh, here we go.
I have found 10. I have 10 sports team names.
Okay.
I will say them one at a time. Any sport.
Any sport, okay.
And the way this will work is I'll say the team name, and you have to decide whether that is the name of a real sports team or if it's a fake team name that I made up.
You better pull out some single A, double A teams from baseball. I know you are.
And to make this more difficult, none of the major professional team names are used. So don't expect any MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, or even MLS.
Dang.
Also, don't expect any major college teams. So you're not going to see the likes of Clemson, Duke, UNC, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, any of them.
Well, if I was Evan McDowell, I'd have no problem with this because he seems to know all the teams under the sun.
This is only going to be like minor league teams, independent teams, lesser known professional teams.
Giving the little guys some love, right?
Lesser known college teams. You know, teams that your average sports fan wouldn't be able to immediately recognize, basically.
Well, I like to think I'm an above-average sports fan, so
we're going to find out. And as Bradley mentioned, we do have a candy reward, some incentive for this. I've got this big bag of candy.
About to win it
for
all.
every question Bradley's able to get correctly, he will get to pick a piece of candy. So you'll get anywhere from 0 to 10 pieces of candy.
All right.
All right. So
I anticipate on getting 10.
All right. I hope you do.
Probably won't.
I'm rooting for you because that would be great. Somebody needs to do better than Thomas did at being boozled because I still feel bad about that. I feel like I want y'all to know that was unintentional. That was not rigged.
Yeah.
That was just a complete unfortunate.
Thanks for taking the L for that, Thomas.
A complete unfortunate chain of events for Thomas Marshall there. So I can't wait to get him back on in the future so he can redeem himself.
I'm sure he can't wait to be back on now.
Because God, I felt so bad.
I know. I felt so bad just watching it. I wasn't even next to it.
Yeah, I mean, it was awful. But anyway, if you're ready, I'm ready. So let's get started.
I will not look at the paper.
Yes, do not look. The first team name up, the Orlando Solar Bears.
Oh, I was just at the Greenville Swamp Rabbits game like last week, and they played the Orlando Solar Bears. So that is real.
That is real. He is correct. That is a real team. Bradley, get your candy.
Okay.
Got an excellent assortment in there. We got some Starburst, Twizzlers.
Hoping for no pinks.
Jolly Ranchers.
Hoping for no pinks.
Skittles, whatnot. So, yeah, an excellent selection in there. As Bradley said, ECHL affiliate of the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Orlando Solar Bears are.
Did not know that part, but I knew they were a team.
Yeah. So, shout out to the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, by the way. That is the second tier of the minor league hockey system.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it goes NHL, then the minor league start with the AHL,
So it's like,
and then the ECHL,
Oh,
which
so
is the
it's like
East Coast
double A
Hockey.
baseball then.
It's essentially the equivalent of Double A. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, shout out to the Solar Bears. All right, the next team up, the Toronto Mounties.
Toronto Mounties. That's got to be some kind of hockey team since it's up in Toronto, but it could be like a CFL team. I'm gonna go false. It's fake, not a team.
You're gonna say fake.
I'm gonna say fake.
Get another piece of candy. That is a fake team. The Toronto Mounties are in fact a fake team.
I figured, Mounties just sounded a little strange.
If you've played Madden NFL lately, you'll know that in franchise mode, if you relocate a team to Toronto, this is one of the available name options.
I don't play enough Madden, but I guess I just got lucky there.
So this is a team that you could virtually make real, but it is not a real team.
Okay, good to know.
The CFL team you're thinking of is the Toronto Argonauts, by the way.
Gotcha. I figured Toronto is either hockey or CFL. It's got to be one of those two. So.
Spoiler alert, there's actually no CFL teams out here. I thought about it, but...
Ooh, are you just telling me that to make sure?
No, that's real. There's no CFL teams on here.
All right.
Wink.
Number 3.
Number 3, the Florence Red Wolves. Shout out to my hometown, Florence, South Carolina.
Well, of course you would know this then. The Red Wolves. I'm going to say this is probably like a summer league baseball team. I'm going to go real.
That is correct.
Oh, is it real? Is it a summer league team?
A collegiate summer wood bat baseball league team. They play in the Coastal Plain League. Go Red Wolves.
Do they play in the same league as the Lexington team?
I believe so.
Okay, because I think Jay and I went to go see a game for that when he was working. They might have played the Florence team, so that did sound a little familiar.
Go Red Wolves.
3 for 3, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you're doing pretty well. Don't worry, it's about to get. It's gonna get more difficult as we go on.
This is just the easy round.
Yeah, it starts off a little easier. We now move on to the Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
Binghamton Rumble Ponies. I wish this was a team. Binghamton. Where is Binghamton from? The Rumble. That is unique enough to where I'm gonna say real.
That is correct. It is the Double A affiliate of the New York Mets.
Really? So it's Double A affiliate. Interesting.
Yeah.
The Rumble Ponies.
Which means this team can be played in MLB The Show.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Because they go down. They have the minor league teams for Double A and Triple A.
So for the New York Mets.
For the New York Mets. So if Tim Tebow can make his way up to the Rumble Ponies.
Oh, I'm sure he'd be a big Rumble Pony guy. That sounds like the kind of team that
This is
Tebow
what
needs
we
to play
all want to see. Tebow on the Rumble Pony. Screw
Yes.
the Mets.
And they'll get on ESPN and everyone will
Yeah.
know about them, and then you can't ask again on this. On
Exactly.
The
Exactly. Now we have the Chico Cowboys.
Chico. Where is Chico? Is that a city?
I don't know, man.
Chico Cowboys.
Look, some of these teams I already knew. This one I didn't. I had to look it up. Some of these teams I looked up.
So it is a team then.
Maybe.
So if
Maybe
you
it's
looked
not.
it up.
Maybe I looked up the.
That's got to be virtual. There's no way that's a team. That's fake.
Damn, it's fake.
Is it really?
The Chico
Where's that
Cowboys
from?
drew inspiration from the Chico Outlaws, an independent baseball team that plays in the North American League. Fun fact for the Chico Outlaws, they once had a player on their team named Ari Yoshida who was nicknamed the Knuckle Princess
So we had Rumble Ponies
because
and a Knuckle Princess.
she taught herself how to throw the knuckleball after being inspired by watching Tim Wakefield on TV at the age of 14.
Oh, this is
Played
like that,
professionally in Japan, then came over and played independently here for a few years.
This is like what's that movie where you say there's no crying in baseball? I don't remember.
A
what
League of
movie's
Their
that
Own.
from. That's it. Yeah,
I can.
League of Their
I
Own.
should have put in some of those team names. See if you could have picked them
You
out.
should have done that. Yeah.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time. All right, you're doing pretty well so far.
I can't do much better.
I gotta try and stump you on some of these, man. I hope you.
I
hope
swear I didn't see these
you're-
beforehand.
Hey, you're already even if you get the rest of these wrong, you've already done better than Thomas did.
4 out of 5 of these have been straight up guess, so I guess I'm just getting lucky.
You're getting lucky, man. I mean, it's 50-50 shot.
Exactly.
To be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Don't try to
next,
diminish my
Next we have.
achievements, though.
Hey, you're doing great though. You're doing great. Next we have the Mississippi Valley State Rivers. So we're finally getting a college team in there. The Mississippi Valley State Rivers.
So that includes the mascot. They are not the Rivers. I know that for a fact. Mississippi Valley State, they are, I want to say the Dragons. So that's fake.
They are fake, but they are not the Dragons. They are actually the Delta Devils.
Oh, that's right.
The Mississippi.
I knew it was something
I
like
was
that.
concerned about going with the D1 team on this one.
I know they're green and red, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they are green and red. I should have picked a more obscure team, but fun fact, Southwestern Athletic Conference for you.
The
Good old SWAC.
baby. Swaction.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get. Hopefully some of these will trip you up. Hopefully.
This is a breeze, dude. Come on,
Hopefully,
you gotta get a little
hopefully.
difficult here.
All right. How about the Quebec Capitales?
Quebec Capitals.
Or Capitals. Capitals, maybe.
So
I don't
that's
know.
gotta be
It's
like
Quebec. They're
for
French.
capitals.
They're French, yeah. So this is the Quebec Capitals. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Capitals.
I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
You hope you're pronouncing it correctly because you don't want to disrespect the fact that it's a real team and you don't want to disrespect any of their fans. It's a real team.
Or maybe I just don't know French.
Is it a real team?
It is a real team.
Ah,
They
there
are
we
real.
go.
They are an independent baseball team in the Canadian American Association,
you got
or the Can-Am.
You know more independent baseball teams than I think anybody in the world right now.
I know them now after looking them up. You should have seen me like a couple hours
I'd
ago,
love
like
to see your
Googling
search
team
history
names.
after all this. Yeah.
All right. How about the Red Deer Hunters?
Is there no like city involved in that? Just the Red Deer Hunters?
No, the Red Deer Hunters.
Oh, okay. Red Deer Hunters.
I'll give you a hint. They are Canadian.
I figured that as much.
Yeah,
The
Red Deer Hunters. The nickname is
Hunters.
Hunters.
No, that's that sounds like a backyard baseball, backyard hockey kind of team. So that's fake.
Fake is correct.
Is it really?
They are inspired by the Red Deer Rebels of the Western Hockey League, which is one of the 3 organizations that's blanketed under the CHL.
Okay, so it is hockey.
It is
Gotcha.
hockey.
I was, honestly, I was expecting you to say backyard hockey or something like that because it really sounds like one of those teams.
It's
Sonny Day would be
pseudo
announcing.
minor league / professional
Okay.
league hockey,
Okay.
depending on how you want to look at it. But how about the Gatineau Olympiques for you?
Say that one more time.
The Gatineau Olympiques.
Gatineau Olympiques. Is this another Canadian team?
Maybe.
Gatineau Olympiques. How am I? What am I? Hold on. I'm in.
You are 8 for 8.
I'm 8 for 8. I
You're
gotta
8 for
finish
8.
it now. I can't.
You got to go all the way
I
now,
can't
man.
get one wrong here. The One more time. I feel like I'm at the spelling bee.
Gatineau Olympiques.
Gatineau Olympiques. Man, I'm gonna guess Gatineau's a city. Obviously.
This is my show. I can do what I
Are you eating
want.
Candy? Hey, I guess you technically get it right, so you do get a piece. I'm gonna go fake.
You're going to say fake.
I'm gonna say fake. Yes.
And the streak comes to an end.
Are you serious?
This is a real team. This is a real team. They play in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, another of the 3 organizations that's blanketed under the CHL.
Jeez.
The other one, by the way, is the OHL, the Ontario Hockey League.
Gotcha.
So don't worry, we're done with the CHL.
Complete, yeah. I mean, I've done pretty well so far.
Hey,
but
though,
I
9
don't
out of
need any
8
more
ain't bad.
I'm okay with that, man.
I mean,
I am okay with that.
You're doing well. Next, we have going back to college. We're going to finish this up in college, right?
Okay.
This one is lower than D3, I will say that. We've got the Mary Baldwin College Squirrels.
Mary Baldwin College. You said this is lower than D3?
This is D3.
This is D3.
This is D3.
I know. Mary, hold it. Say it one more time. What is it?
The Mary Baldwin College Squirrels.
That's got to be That's got to be real.
They are real.
That's a real team. Yeah.
They are from Staunton, Virginia, and they play in the USA South Athletic Conference. So I guess the USA SAC.
The USA SAC.
I don't know if they call it. I
I
don't know if they call themselves that, but I'm calling them
I
that.
hope they don't. But that'd be a great.
I also hope they don't.
That'd be an interesting marketing plan.
I kind of hope they do though, because it's funny.
So 9 for 10. I will
9
take
for 10.
that
You know,
anywhere.
I'm gonna admit you did better than I expected.
I did better than I expected. That's for sure.
I'm gonna have to go a little more obscure. I'm gonna have to pull out some harder names because
I don't know if you can get more obscure than some of the ones you picked out.
Oh,
but
I kept this all in
that's
America
a
and
challenge
Canada.
you need to
I
accept.
kept this all in America and Canada. Next
Oh,
time I'm
boy.
going across the world,
Yeah,
boy.
well, don't give me any soccer because Tom will be extremely disappointed in me if I get any
All
of
right.
those wrong.
All right, next time I'll go worldwide, but there will not be any soccer. But hey, there's professional baseball leagues in the rest of the world.
That's true.
There's hockey.
Can whip out some of those Japanese names since we're talking about so much about Shohei Ohtani. You
No-
can whip out some of the Japanese.
Yeah, don't worry. The
baseball leagues.
Napoleon Ham. What is it? I know they're the
Japanese
Ham
pay-per-view.
Fighters.
Yeah, who did
He played
come
for the
from?
Ham Fighters. Well, I
know
forget
Manny,
where they're
Manny
from.
Ramirez plays on one of those teams now. I can't remember who.
No, he was in
for.
South Korea, I think.
Was he in South Korea? I think
Yeah.
you might be right. Yeah. I think it's the second show in a row I've mixed up a South Korean team and a Japanese league team.
Dude, come on.
I got to get it together.
I know Japan used to own South Korea, but like, come on. Well, they used to own all of Korea, but
Yeah.
you know.
So I'll take
History.
that. I am going to enjoy this candy
Hey, you-
so much,
you
especially
did
knowing
great.
that I know a lot more about independent baseball league
Yeah.
and hockey than I ever thought I would. So
I mean, I will admit some of these teams I did know. A lot of these teams I actually knew. Some of them I
I'm
didn't.
still bitter I didn't get the Mississippi Valley State one wrong, or right, because I mixed up the Dragons with what was the Delta Devils.
Delta
I
Devils.
knew that one.
I mean, you technically got it right.
Technically, I was close. Yeah.
It was Gatineau that got you.
Yeah,
No,
Gatineau.
you'll never forget the Gatineau Olympiques.
I will be a hardcore fan from here on out. I might even give him a Twitter follow. after this.
Next time you're playing NHL,
Yeah.
next time you're playing the NHL video game, be sure to play as Gatineau. Because the CHL teams are in there.
Yeah.
So
I'll have
be
to
sure to
like
play.
that.
Be sure to play as
Absolutely.
Gatineau.
And play as the D2, the what was it, the double A team on the show.
Yeah, the
That'll be the show?
Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Shout out to the Rumble Ponies. What a great name. That's one of the better names in minor league baseball.
I gotta see this jersey. It's got to be good. I mean, that is one way to get fans through the doors to name your team something obscure like that.
That is a fantastic name.
I love it. I love it.
So next time I'll try to bring out some more obscure names for you. See if we can try and trip you up. See if we can try and trip you up a little bit more. Heck, maybe if you want, you can bring out 10 of your own names.
You're gonna be out of
see if
candy
you
if
can
you
get
bring me back on again.
Dude, I mean, heck, somebody's got to eat it.
I think
This is
you
a
got
lot of
enough.
candy. You think I'm gonna eat all of this?
think
Look
you
at
got
this.
enough, though.
Look at this. I'm not eating all of that.
Save that for next trick or treating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, Bradley, once again, I'd just like to say thank you for coming on.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you
Always a
giving me your time.
Back-to-back nights having Wyatt Street across from me on a show.
Yeah.
It does not get much better than that.
I mean, this has been fun. This has been really fun. So I'd like to think 2 for 2 with the TV show so far. At least that's what I'm
think so?
telling. At least that's what I'm telling.
Well, Thomas
myself.
took an L, but
Wow.
I think for you it was 2 for 2. Yeah.
Yeah. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself. So just like to say thank you to all of you watching. I appreciate your support. Thanks to everyone working behind the scenes, making this show happen. And we'll see you next time with a new guest and new games to play and more fun to be had. So until then, do your thing.